It is such a pleasure to announce the November Small Business of the Month, Westridge Grill and Mike Wise, owner, operator. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, this is the local Cheers, right? Would you think that's a fair analogy?
Very fair analogy. We have probably about 85–90% of our businesses repeat, and we know them by name, what they eat, what they drink. And they know us. They know us by name as well. Hey, David. Hey, Mike. Hey, whatever, whoever the person is. Can you take care of me, or can you do this, or can you get that? Sure. And we want them to feel comfortable when they come in. If they run out of dressing, or they run out of this, they need something, we want them to feel welcome, so keep them coming back.
And Roger Taylor, who is the Vice Chairman of Small Business for the Chamber, is here with us. We want to hear the history, though. I think a lot of people remember when Jim Gardner first opened this, and I think you were working with him at that time. Is that right?
Yes, I was.
Tell us how it evolved.
Well, Jim Gardner and Richard Jenkins were partners. Jim actually founded the business back in 1996, he and Richard Jenkins had a conversation and so forth, and Richard came on as a partner, and then they both approached me about managing, and I came over in January of 1997 and was managing 3 years prior to my purchasing the business from Jim. Jim was a good guy to work with. He, basically gave me the business to run. Asked me numbers and things like that, and as long as I did everything I was supposed to do, he left me alone, and that was really good to me. He was like a second dad, and Richard as well. But Jim he's done a lot for this community, and he really helped me out a lot too. So. And
for the state too, and also with his experience in the food business, restaurant business, that had to be an asset too.
It was, and I've learned so much from them. As far as the behind the scenes stuff, everybody sees what comes in because they come into your front door and they see you're busy or whatever, but they don't see the backside, what you have to spend or what you have to buy. For every cup that's thrown away or every lid that's thrown away, you have to pay for that, and that's the stuff that's very important because that goes directly to your bottom line.
We're going to go out and celebrate the banner presentation out in the front, and then we'll be right back in and talk to you. And you've got some food for us. You're going to show us.
We do. We've got a couple of homemade items coming up.
That's wonderful.
Cool. Be right back.
These folks back there ain't going to be in the picture unless I get the chair. Come around here to this collar. Hang on a second, guys.
Everybody scrunch in. I don't want to be on the front there.
1, 2, come on, everybody get in. Oh, that looks good. 1, 2, congratulations, guys. 1, 2, I'm out of here. Woo!
We're here today at Westridge Grill, and we're celebrating with Michael Wise and his staff. He is our November Small Business of the Month, and we congratulate you, Michael. We wish you the best of luck on behalf of the Chamber and the Board of Directors. This award we give out every month, and it's an opportunity to recognize a small local business and kind of make them a champion for the month. And I know you're very active and have gotten more active in the community lately, and you give back and you do a lot for the Rocky Mount community. Your business is taking off and you do really, really well, and we just want to recognize you and congratulate you and wish you the best of luck. And let me pass the mic to Roger Taylor, who chairs our Small Business Division, to say a few words.
It's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure to congratulate the small businesses because we are a community of small businesses, and this month you are at the top of the top. So congratulations.
Thank
and it's always a pleasure. And by being the monthly winner, you also go into, in June we have the annual Small Business of the Year award recipient, and so you're in the hunt for that. And congratulations. And I will turn it over to you to say some words.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, guys. This is an honor for you guys to give us this award. Very unexpected several weeks ago when Bobby contacted me and told me about it. Westridge Grill has been in the community for 17 years, and we've made a lot of changes to strive to, as you said, Bill, support local folks, and donations and so forth have come forward, and we've done a lot to help the community out. Thanks, Rocky Mount, for supporting us, and we've done all we can do to support Rocky Mount. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Again, congratulations. I would like to thank all the chamber ambassadors and your staff that showed up for today's event, and we can always count on the ambassadors showing up and whenever we call them and need them. But again, thank you for y'all for coming out, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Mike, everybody's going to love seeing that banner hang out in front of Westridge Grill for a while. So November, winter of the month, we're once again really pleased for you. I have to tell you though, Roger,
Yum, yum.
I know, this just looks fantastic. Mike, tell us what each of these dishes are.
Well, start off with our homemade chicken salad, and this is called a chunky chicken salad on our menu. Bed of romaine lettuce with shredded cheddar jack cheese, diced tomatoes, of course, and then some of our homemade chicken salad and some tortilla chips for scooping. And
that's a very ample quantity that you get.
It is.
And homemade chips, wow, not many places you can get homemade chips.
Well, typical what you would see at your Mexican restaurant, those chips that you get at the introduction, and we deep fry them to order, so they're nice and fresh.
And 2 big scoops of chicken salad.
2 big scoops.
Okay.
Homemade or hand-breaded fried green tomatoes. We bread our own, one of the southern traditions, and we have some spicy ranch dressing there. We make our own ranch dressing as well.
Mm-hmm. Roger, you want to take over everything?
Yes, and what is this?
This is homemade chicken Alfredo. We make our own Alfredo sauce. It's not a traditional Alfredo sauce. It's a little more seasoning involved. We have some garlic and pesto, salt and pepper, and some other ingredients as well to give it a little more flavor than your Italian traditional Alfredo sauce. And the last we have is
like the old-fashioned.
That's right. That is a smokehouse burger on our menu. Barbecue sauce, cheddar jack cheese, mayonnaise, lettuce, tomato, and 2 onion rings. We patty our own burgers, so that makes a difference too. It's hard to get a hand patty burger anymore. So.
Well, with food like this, of course, this is food and spirits. I'm sure that you may have something that would be tasty with this.
Yes, I do, and typically your dark beers go really well with a burger or a steak, which we have steaks on our menu as well. Your lighter beers tend to go more with your pastas and stuff that have more flavor, so it doesn't overwhelm the flavor of the food or the alcohol.
You've got a lot of seafood dishes here too, don't you?
Yes, we do. We have shrimp, we have salmon, we have ahi tuna, and we have some tilapia as well.
Now, would you say that the Alfredo, like that would be more a dinner menu, on the dinner menu, or do you mix and match your dinner and lunch menu? Are they the same?
We have one menu. We serve it all day, and the Alfredo is actually one of our dinner specials that we offer right now, and that's actually half the portion that we normally have. That's basically a child's portion there. So our portions are big, but we want to make sure we're giving a good value for the money, and that's what's important, and that's what keeps people coming back.
And the hand-patted burgers, the hand-done fried green tomatoes with breading them, you really do a lot of things. I mean, I've seen a lot of restaurants that it's very obvious they got a bag of frozen something and dumped it in the grease. You are really known for the special care you give to your food, aren't you? We
are, and we try to make changes as trends change. You know, we bread our own chicken tenders, and we didn't do that up until about 5 years ago, and we started breading our own chicken tenders, some other things like that as well, and that's what's very important. Again, giving people back what they want, you know, and we're constantly trying to get customer feedback.
Let's talk about the beers, because you're a big supporter of a lot of the North Carolina breweries, aren't you?
I am. We've started getting into craft beer business, I guess you could say, about a year ago. When we started out, we didn't have any craft beers in the house. As far as your traditional stuff, we had some Sam Adams and things like that, but we started having people make requests for North Carolina brews. So we decided we'd start dabbling in this and that, and we actually have grown to have about 28 North Carolina craft beers now that we serve. And that includes some seasonal as well as our traditional stuff. And we have our Bud Light, Budweiser, and those beers as well, and they'll always be there. But our demographics in this region have started making a change. And, you know, our crowd's getting younger in this territory, so we've got to do what we need to do to make the younger person happy.
Well, the microbreweries become a big to-do. You know, they're going to be opening one up in Tarboro, and that's nice. I was over there recently, and the reports on what they're going to do is good. But how many breweries are you using with these 20-some?
We're actually selling from 7 different distributors now. 7 different distributors, and most of those distributors are actually coming out of the Anheuser-Busch house here in town, Carolina Eagle.
Yeah.
So they've kind of joined forces, and they wanted some bigger distributorship. So Russ and those guys started talking to me, and we jumped on board, and here we are.
Well, it certainly is a coming of age, you know, particularly with the younger from the 22, 23 on up. It's a big hit.
It is, but I have to say, Roger, that a lot of the guys that used to drink the Bud Light, the Michelob Ultra, and so forth still do, but they've started switching up and started drinking
Trying
some
it out,
flavors.
yeah.
Yep.
Give me 2 of that and 1 of this.
That's right.
You want to name the 7 or 8 that you mentioned?
Sure, we can do that. We're selling beer from Carolina Brewery in Pittsboro, Big Boss out of Raleigh, Lone Rider out of Raleigh, Natty Greens out of Greensboro, Highland Brewing Company out of Asheville, Duck Rabbit out of Farmville, Mother Earth out of Kinston, and Oscar Blues out of Brevard, North Carolina right now.
I've heard of several. Natty Greens, of course, the founders and owners spoke at our small business this year and did a wonderful job and have a great story to tell.
Oh, they did. I want you, because we're going to kind of, this is the neatest place to be. I mean, and for people who might not have been, you really do need to come here. But briefly tell us the different collections you've got around the room.
Well, a few years ago, we helped sponsor a benefit golf tournament where a lot of the celebrities from North Carolina came in and played golf there at the tournament. We've got some pictures up front from that particular tournament. We've got some live music that we have out here on Thursday nights, and we've got some local celebrities, all North Carolina guys, all Nash County, Edgecombe County guys, Wilson County actually, that are playing. We've got some pictures of those guys in the back, and we've got some different sports memorabilia. I'm sure everybody remembers Colt Brake from Rocky Mount Academy. We've got his jersey up there. Dwight Goodwin, we've got his jersey up there. We've got some other guys that have donated their jerseys to the cause, and we always try to keep the jerseys coming. If somebody wants to bring some, we always ask them, hey, bring it up, and we'll put it up for you.
And one more quick thing, I noticed that often on Thursdays you've got people playing out on the sidewalk, a great crowd attractor, but also Tuesday trivia night.
Yes, we started trivia about 14 months ago, and we fill the house every single Tuesday, not with just drinkers, but with folks that are eating food and drinking as well. And we have families that play. The age group's very diversified. We have from the 20 to 60 age group as far as a crowd or mix. And that's not typical of a lot of places that you go to. You don't see that diversification, and the age group is they have a good time with each other, and that's very important.
We are so proud of Westridge Grill, aren't we, Roger?
We are, and each month we enjoy our small business of the month, and it's nice to have a restaurant and grill, and we congratulate you because, you know, you had said earlier about we didn't give you anything, you earned it. You understand? You earned it, and it's evaluated by the committee, and we congratulate you.
I appreciate that. Thank you, guys. I really do appreciate it.
Let's take a break, and we want to meet your employees, okay?
All right, great.
Stay with us.
Are you just starting out on your own and want to be independent? Do you have a family and need a bigger home? Are the kids moving out? And are you downsizing? First Carolina Realty can help. A 1- or 2-bedroom apartment or house for those starting out. A 3- or 4-bedroom home for a growing family. Rentals, sales, new homes, pre-owned homes, investment property in the city or in the country. Call First Carolina Realty. Now is a good time to make that move. Real estate prices are right, interest rates are low, and there is a fantastic selection of homes available. First Carolina Realty is a full-service licensed real estate firm with offices located at 1100 West Thomas Street, open 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. If you have rental properties and are tired of the headaches associated with managing them yourself, or if you're looking for a new management team to manage your rental properties, call First Carolina Realty at 252-985-2321. Visit our webpage at firstcarolinarealty.com. We will gladly help you with all your real estate needs.
Hi, I'm Jean Almond of Almond's Drugs, and I want to invite you to be Almond's customer for your prescriptions. Our average pharmacy wait for your prescription is only 10 to 15 minutes. We have drive-through windows at both locations. We will deliver your prescription free. Our friendly and very experienced pharmacists specialize in consultation, and we are locally owned and have been a loyal part of your community for over 70 years. Just make one phone call to us and we'll make the transfer so we can start taking care of you. Mike, all of us who are in business know that we're only as good as the people who are behind us, backing us up, and I'm sure in the restaurant that's more keen or more important than anything, right?
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. I want to introduce some of my staff members. Jay Knox here has been with me for 14 years. She's one of my assistant managers. She bartends. She does everything that I need her to do, and she's always been there for me, so I appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, 16 years, you must really like this.
Actually, I fell into it by accident. I don't think he wanted to hire me at first, but I proved my worth to him. But I have to tell you, I really have enjoyed working with him and working here. We have a great staff. We have a great return business. I think any place in Rocky Mount would love to have our return business. Wonderful people make us who we are, really.
Great. Well, congratulations. You're lucky to have her.
Thank you so much.
Okay. And next we have?
David Davis. David has been with me for 4 years plus. He's another one of my managers. David is a bartender. He does everything. He cooks at times. He cleans up at times. He does everything that we need to have done when it needs to be done. So he does a good job, and I appreciate that.
What's your favorite part about what you do?
It's got to be the people here, the people that come here, staff, friends, family, all that stuff. Because without those people, we wouldn't be that local place. Because when I introduce us to other people, we are the local place, and it is definitely our return business that keeps us going. So that's what makes us who we are.
Thanks for helping out.
Well, thank
You're
you.
doing a great job.
Good job, David. Thanks.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay.
And this is Dominic McQueen. Dominic's been with me for 16 years. He's my kitchen manager. He does a great job. Makes my chicken salad, my chili, and some other things that we have homemade and so forth. And I really appreciate what you do for me, Dominic.
You have anything you'd like to say?
Well, I just have fun at what I do. I mean, can't do it without the other cooks that we have here. So
it's a team effort, eh?
Yeah, big team effort. Just having fun what I do.
Where'd you get your recipes?
There's a lot of them. I mean, they've been around a long time. I mean, they were here before I even got here, so.
They're the best kind.
Yeah.
Yourself.
Yeah, they're recipes that we've tweaked and adjusted over the years. So.
Okay, a lot of custom stuff. I was hoping you were going to say your mama. You got it from your mama.
No, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Okay, next.
This is James Oliveri. James has been with me for 2.5 years. He has developed into, he's of course being young in high school and so forth. I'd love for him to come on board and be a management team member down the road after he gets out of college. That would be something that he would, of course, a decision that he would make. But James does cashiering, seats people, talks to everybody that comes in. I mean, he's a real people person, a real asset to the team, and I appreciate that.
In a business like this, that's so important.
Very.
You have anything you'd like to say, young man?
I just really appreciate Michael. I think I work for one of the best people in Rocky Mount. He is by far what keeps me coming back every day, and just really look forward to working with him and everybody else on our team.
Okay.
Super. Okay.
And our next.
And this is Tyler Webb. Tyler hasn't been with me very long. She's been with me about 6 months, 7 months, but again has been an asset to our team. She does a good job. She's a server, but she also can bartend and do pretty much anything we need her to do. She's always stepped up and has done a good job, and I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Well, congratulations. What do you have to say?
It's all about the customers coming back. We love our customers, and Mike does an amazing job. He's the reason we all work here.
Well, that is a team effort.
It
a team
sure
effort
is.
Because one person can mess up everything.
We all try to help each other out.
That's a team.
Yep.
Congratulations. Come on in, young lady.
And this is Rachel Scott. Rachel hasn't been with me for a long period of time, but about 6 months as well. She is another server, asset to our team, and she does a really good job too, and I appreciate you.
What were you doing before?
I was actually, before I become here, I was actually a photographer.
Oh, really?
But I got to say that being able to join the team here has been way worth it. Like David said, working with just the people here alone and then having the management that we do, if it wasn't for all of them, we wouldn't be where we are today.
There's always a fun crowd around.
Oh yeah, it's never a boring moment around here.
Okay,
for sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rachel.
And
And this is Grant Stallings. Unfortunately, for me, but good for the government, Grant signed his dotted line, so to speak, and he's going off into the military in a couple months. But Grant was an asset here during the time that he has been here, and he's leaving us at the end of the year. But he's been with us for a little over 2 years now, and he busses, he does some prep work for me. He does all kinds of stuff, bartends, bar backs, pretty much whatever I ask him to do. Grant's always been there to help me out. And I hate him losing you, but you've done a good job.
Sounds like the discipline will be helpful in the military, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for your service, though. We really do appreciate that.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, and thank you for going to represent us in the military.
Thank you.
Sure do appreciate it. Okay, and
next up. Next up, we have Dixon Glenn. Dixon just joined the team about 2 weeks ago. He is bussing tables and washing dishes and so forth for us, but I understand, and I think he understands, I should say, that he's going to be an asset to the team, and I've represented, or presented, I should say, several opportunities for him to help us, and I think that it's going to be good for us.
In your 2 weeks, how do you feel so far?
It's a home away from home.
Well, you know, that's always good. That's always great. Well, again, thanks for being part of the team.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. Okay.
Next up, Jonathan Knight. Jonathan's been with me for about 6 months. He's a cook in the back, but he also washes dishes and pretty much anything I need him to do, and he's been an asset to the team and has a lot of opportunity in front of him, and I've presented some of those things to him, and I hope they will take advantage of them.
What do you enjoy the most about what you're doing?
I just love the people I work with. Make you feel like you're coming home to home, man. You give you an opportunity, you know what I mean, just to show your skills in life and that many people don't give you in life. So
that's right.
I just appreciate them giving me an opportunity to be here.
Well, we're glad you're here also. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay. Next up, we have Phil Hill. Phil is a real asset to my team. He is my jokester, so to speak, of the crowd. He's constantly drawing a laugh, if not out of me, out of the staff, and out of the customers as well. He's been a real family member that has done a good job, and he's been with me for about 1.5 years now, and look forward to you being longer.
3.
Okay, 3 years. Does it seem like that long?
Time flies.
Yeah, I know. Time flies when you're having fun. You know what I mean?
Anyway, Phil does a great job, and I appreciate you, bud.
I appreciate you too, man. He's like family. I love this man.
Well, that's good.
Sounds like there's a common thread here that everybody does a little bit of everything, though, too. I mean,
we pull together. We pull together.
Okay.
Yeah. True team.
Especially with the humor, too. It's always nice to have humor involved, so thanks for that.
Always helps. Thank you so very much.
No problem. Thank you.
Come on in, young
Next
lady.
up, we have Monique Davis. Monique is a server, has been with me for about 3 years now, and she's got a good opportunity in front of her. Lots of money to be made, waiting on customers and so forth. But
I'm your buddy.
That's right. That's right. She does a great job, and I hope that she'll stick around with us for times to come. We've got a lot of bright future ahead of us, and I just want her to be part of the team.
Monique, is this your first time being a server?
No, ma'am. This is my second time. I was at Pizza Inn for 6 years, and I've been here for 3.
And I bet you like the family atmosphere here, don't you?
I love meeting new people and making money.
Sort of goes hand in hand.
Yes, yes.
Well, you treat people right. It's amazing how benevolent they are.
Right.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
You so
Thank
much.
y'all. You're welcome.
Welcome back, Mike. In any environment where you're working and have situations, there was a tragedy here the other year, and this may not be easy to talk about, but maybe you could share what went on and how your customers and employees rallied around that situation.
Well, we lost Cynthia back in April of last year, and it was a very devastating experience, not only for us that were in the building when it happened, but for the community, because Cynthia touched a lot of people.
Yeah.
And you know, we did a ceremony out here to help them raise money for some life insurance and so forth. Not life insurance, she didn't have any, but to help with some medical bills and so forth. and the funeral arrangements and things. And after we did that, we still had customers bringing us, cash donations or different things for her sons and daughter. I mean, she had 4. And it was definitely a tough time, but the community has really come back to help us, support us, and help us grow over the past 18 months or so.
Well, we certainly don't know when something like that can come our way, and from what I gathered, the way it was handled was very, very appropriate.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Mike, talk about too, because it's important that our winners, and you obviously do this, give back to the community. What are some things that are special to y'all as far as fundraisers you've had?
Well, one fundraiser that we have going right now is Joshua's Toy Drive. Joshua Moore is a kid. Several years ago, we've been on board for 4 years, and he was born with an intestinal disease, and decided to give back to folks because he had to go back and forth to Boston and so forth, and he wanted to give back to the community. What can I do? Because he felt very fortunate because he's still alive today, and back then he was very fortunate that he was able to give back and so forth, so he decided to put a fundraiser together. So we actually gather toys every year. We help out with Toys for Tots, and we help out with several other groups. We help WHIG with the cancer fundraiser that they do, and different other things as well. We try to help everywhere we can.
Well, thank you, and again, congratulations.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're so proud
Appreciate
of
it.
you, and just glad to have our own cheers right here in Rocky Mount.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. And thank you for joining us. See you next week.